about the people in...
It's got ropes on either side that help it. The water's just strong current.
Stop.
I'm saying we're moving. Look up river.
Huh?
Look up green.
No.
Kind of pretty. And get the mountains. I find it kind of funny that sign's underwater. And their solution was just to add a sign on top of it.
Oh, we're going.
So I said we.
Oh.
No, we don't have to go back across this to get back, but it'll be the longer way to get back.
After a while there wouldn't be any plants there.
I think with the water flow it changes.
Jesus.
I think he's having to use the motor to keep us on the bank.
True.
That's also a boat launch, by the way. Apparently it was his boat launch.
No, thank you.
I guess that's where the ferry guys can park. No parking next 3 miles.
tank time? If you say tank time.
Go back in that.
Can you do me a favor and slow down?
I was gonna say, what is that little plant? It looks like almost like onion sweets.
Pretty sure it's daffodils.
Absolutely adore Octane. I love listening to Octane, man. You get a chance to
Oh, I forget, it has a heads up instruction directions on the dash.
No, it's Octane. Rock and roll at its best.
And then I want to say, you can change the mile per gallon gauge.
Don't care.
For a compass or something.
Cool, don't care. You trying to kill us.
Okay. You had to overreact and I wouldn't have jerked.
Stop driving like you're a big truck.
I'm not. I'm driving like I'm on a backwood road.
We were in the ditch.
We were not in the ditch.
Speed limit 35. Speed limit 35.
And I'm not going over 40.
You were at 50 something ago.
And when I drop speed limit, I drop the speed limit. Yeah, fine. See, this is what gets me. You have people that live in the park.
How? Unless it's the park rangers.
These look like they're like houses. That or these houses or these properties were owned before the park was established. That or the park is only technically a certain area, but they consider the whole forest the park. Alright, so
Slow down.
this is ugly tree.
Do we share Google?
No. But I can do this. This should track. Here we go.
An advisory for Edmonson County. I burned my calories for the day. Sure as hell hope I did.
Right?
I need to start taking each of the dogs one at a time on walks. Make a priority to get off before the sun goes fucking down. And just get my ass up. Because obviously what I'm doing at work isn't working.
Well, it is. It's just you're more or less burning off what you're consuming each day.
No, I mean like getting stuff done.
Oh.
So obviously it's not working. Depending upon what happens after this week. Like what I come back to depends upon what I do. This is cool. And you wouldn't have taken the other on this?
I would have paid.
But it's gravel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a dirt trail that's got boulders the size of basketballs every 5 feet.
Thank you. I know I don't make anything easy to think.
use the AX modes when you're having trouble.
Could you go down that one?
Probably, but I'm following the Ugly Creek trail map.
Did you hit the mud on purpose?
I was trying to avoid the big holes.
It's a steep.
That's no more mistake.
No, I meant back there. It looks like a toothpick for giants. I hope the footage is good. And then it's not like pointing at the sky or some shit.
You just center the okay. Think of the center of the camera as a crosshair. You just point the center of the camera. They're wide angle lenses. You point and shoot. It's probably fine. Though it's probably getting more of the road ahead of us now and less of the sky. You probably proportioned it a little better, where it's hitting more into the hood than 20 feet in front of the hood.
See, stuff like this is why I like.
Hey, check it out.
What? What? 3D!
That water collector. You are not getting out. Like, that's been there a minute. Like it's mossed in.
Makes me wonder if it's like for like old, not sleuths. Oh, the.
People gathering water?
No.
Moonshining?
Yeah, that.
Probably. We are in Kentucky.
Please use 4-wheel drive.
That's bad. Just get it up under. Let's shove that in with
Ooh, is that sulfur I'm smelling?
probably a little bit.
Did you put us in X mode?
No. If it gets to a point where it's that bad, I will. If it's too bad, we'll just turn around.
Pretty. Well, surely we'll be okay.
This makes me think of Virginia, where my uncle used to live.
Which one?
The one that Missy's husband.
Oh,
I'm wondering if that's a geocache.
it probably is. I hadn't even thought about that. It's not as popular as it used to be.
See, there's a couple turnaround spots. Oh, this'll be fun.
Are we gonna die?
No.
Are you sure we're not gonna?
Yes.
We're going to die.
We're going very carefully. Very carefully.
I wouldn't go over here at all. We need to find a place so you can stop and play with your cars.
I'm having fun with it, isn't it? That's not where I was going.
What, honey? What are you looking for? What are you needing that for?
I just want to see what it's actually doing.
Well, right now it's not even on because you're going too fast.
What, X mode? Yeah,
Yes.
It's still highlighted.
Yes, but the blinking means you're going too fast for it to really engage.
I'm doing 6 miles an hour. It'll do it up to 10.
You were at 9, and that's why it was flashing.
Am I driving with you?
I used the X mode more than you have.
It'll also kick off if I go past the speed limit.
I know. I definitely want to get the four-wheeler fixed.
Yeah. Or a good portion of that's probably going to need to go to a shop.
Or wait a year or two or something, or next year's taxes, try and find a cheap side by side or something. Or
Side by side is going to be like 10 grand, if not more.
oh, Jesus.
You realize they're going for like 50 now, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because they've gotten so popular. And now everybody wants them, so they got bigger motors. We'd be better off trying to find like an old
4Runner
or a Suzuki Samurai or something. Because then at least it's still a car.
I just want us to be able to go and do these kinds of things and literally just take a day trip.
Well, that's why I want to get my Ranger back in shape.
Or
And
shit,
get
we
to
can
the
just
point-
make your Ranger the...
That was my inevitable plan originally. That's why I was looking at those bumpers and whatnot, and that's why I was trying to get everything I needed to where I could do these kind of trails without much modification, if any.
If maybe a little bit stronger.
If any modifications at all.
I mean, oh, pretty. Definitely wouldn't want to do this if it was up.
Right?
You'd wash off.
We may not go back this way.
Why?
I don't want to go back up that hill.
Oh. Thank you. I know I keep saying thank you, but I mean it.
For what?
Yes. Just doing. And being with me. My heart is happy. You can also leave realistic reviews on there for other people that don't have big, bulky 4x4s.
Kind of the reason we're recording. Because originally the one guy I found, he said he hiked this.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Oh, that's pretty.
You can't see past your forearm. Thank you.
See where the creek
Oh,
goes up
cool.
into the source.
And this is where the feeling shitty earlier this morning makes it work. Are you gonna drive home tomorrow or not?
I can do it. Either way, someone's got to drive it in Ashland. I got to drive a semi back.
Fair.
It may not be done tomorrow.
Knowing them, it probably won't be.
Well, considering I'm trying to get them to fix the seat. And then I had to get them to fix that taillight.
Will I bother you if I'm like this?
No, but you can use the other camera if you want. It does pictures. It's supposed to take really good pictures. You just have to change the setting.
I'm honestly enjoying just being able
I know,
to see
but
stuff.
I'm just... Hey, look. This has a good distance. So if you want to hold it out the door or the window, this one.
Or I could hold it up.
It's whatever.
Just
Hold
for a
the
different
button.
perspective.
And then you can hit the camera. Oh, it does video and loop. So you can do pictures, photos, time lapse. And you can fiddle with all the other stuff, but like the way it is, yeah, it's if you want to do something you want a picture of, or I can pull a still from a video if you want to see something that.
Is it recording?
No, it'll show a big red blinking dot in the left hand corner.
How do I get it to do it?
You hit the top button. See how there's a big red dot? You gotta do it higher than that for anything, babe. Just hit the button again to turn it off. Okay, just stick right around. Watch it.
I suck at this.
Whatever you want to do, use it like a camera.
What are you doing?
Just checking my phone. Or near Goblin Knob, which is, I guess, it's 725 feet of elevation. We're probably about halfway through this area, if not a little more. Wish the descent icon wasn't on, considering we're going uphill, not downhill.
Does it always, no matter what we're...
I don't know. It would make me feel better if it was not the descenting.
That's a cool tree. Just like the inside was kind of hard. It's pretty up here. All the wild violets. Or the little purple flowers.
Yeah, as soon as you fall off the beaten trail.
I vastly prefer this kind of thing.
Sounds like that's why I want to go to Run Rock, but in the Ranger.
Right. Like I said.
But it's like a 2-hour drive there, and I don't want to be the only one driving down the interstate.
When we get home, figure out with Dad how to jerry rig me a block. And we
I
can
need a
spend
bolt and some wood. I can drill a hole through the clutch pedal.
Then when we get home, or when we get back to the thing, communicate with John and see if we can get it back. And you can spend...
Well, since the truck's back on the road, I'm expecting it back.
Be something we could do together.
This trail has been 2.5 miles. If I'm reading that right.
This boundary?
I'm willing to bet this road is one of the boundary markers for the park.
Yeah, it is. National Park Service.
Everything that way is national park. So, like, you can't harvest wood from that side of the Floyd Road.
Or hunt, or things like that. That's somebody's house.
It's like someone's hunting land or camp, that's what. Like their hunting camp. Oh, this hair on my right side of my face is bugging the hell out of me.
Yeah.
These little wisps where my bandana's raising. Yeah, like that right there. All that. Like this bandana, I'm glad I got it because it's working.
I know you may not want to, but Renee offered to cut your hair.
If you aren't gonna have a cow about me cutting it, I'm gonna cut it.
No, I told her. I told her how I wanted it because I thought it would look good on
the
you.
The Viking look.
Yes. So that you can eventually braid it down the back, but have everything be kind of like high and tight, but not like just a strip of hair. Like
you mean like a mohawk down the center of long hair, but not quite a mohawk down the center.
Yes. And it's not like skin showing on the sides of your head, like how we cut Anubis. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Short, but not to the skin.
Yes. But then the long parts, like your bangs and other stuff, you know, we start braiding it back.
Well, here's the thing. Braids don't seem to stay in my hair for the way I am.
I bet you if you ask her nicely, she would braid it too.
Even when I braided, even when I had my corn, my hair never stayed in the braids well. Now given, when she did the corn rolls, it lasted about a week, and that's only because it started itching because it was pulling the hair out of my scalp. Yeah, when you don't use them for a minute, they go into hibernate.
Oh.
That's cool. That's worth videoing.
Can I get out?
I don't know about getting out because like I'm one track road, but
there's no trespassing. It doesn't say no trespassing. I want to see it. This is older and shit.
Take the camera. Take this.
So many babies.
It's an old cemetery. Probably Civil War time. Who's your friend?
So many babies. What?
I'm going to show you how to do something cool.
Are you dropping a pin?
Yeah.
Doyle Cemetery. That's the most common name. There's a woodpecker out there.
Okay, you would have been able to get out if I would have drove down. Okay, so I could have pulled up here and got out of the road. So, this is the other end of the road where the sign says, please use a four-wheel drive. So the rest of this should be nice and smooth. 50 pickup truck coming back here and just trudging out a path.
This is Lincoln Park. The new singer, vocalist, is a female.
Yeah, is it Lincoln Park where the dude committed suicide like 3 years ago? Or was that
Chester Bennington?
That was Lincoln Park.
Just couldn't do it anymore. Just couldn't do it anymore. He was a really big proponent for mental health, which always makes me sad. Like Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. He has really, 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 really bad depression.
Which one's Padalecki?
Sam. Yep.
Hunting shack.
Everybody about had a cow when they chose a new
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
vocalist.
They were like, y'all should have just disbanded or just kept going without a
Chester
singer.
wouldn't have wanted that.
I know, but
I know that's my point.
people are mad because like it doesn't have the same vibe,
It's never going to. Ever.
and that's why they're upset. Like y'all would have been better off just doing something else, like staying as a band, but do something else, or one of y'all take up the vocalist position.
I feel like I obviously didn't know him, but I feel like Chester would have wanted something new.
But it makes you wonder, like, if he was an adamant person about getting mental. Oh, that's cool. You should not.
No.
Sorry. Straight up. Straight, like literally straight up. See the knot in the tree? Okay, do you see the big tree in front of us?
Yeah.
Look about where that little hole is, where it V's, and then look to the right to the tree past it.
The bulge in the tree?
Yeah, that's a knot.
Oh.
That tree gets bigger. There's people that would want just the knotwood to slice it up and use that for making like those plaques like they had at the restaurant this morning. Because that knot is usually created by a fungus or something, if I remember right. But it makes the wood look really cool.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
Alright, so we're getting to a point where there's no trespassing signs posted on trees on the side of the road. Hey, Ryder, give me an update.
It's right there.
The water.
Keep going, dude.
I was making sure that the map didn't show going that way. So I'm gonna say we've probably gone to the extent of what we want to do in this car as it is today. In this, we've probably done a couple things we probably shouldn't have without any underguard protection.
At least there was a couple of creek crossings.
It looked like it in the video I caught bits and pieces of. like this trail was 4.5 miles.
Oh, there's something there.
Oh, I'm glad that I didn't hit anything because I couldn't see shit.
Sorry.
Alright, it was up and over.
Love you guys. Later.
Yeah.